Hey guys, welcome to Heat Happy Energy Amor Tarot. So today we are going to look at what's happening in your connection with your person, the energies, everything. I'm using multiple decks today. I'll see whatever I'm drawn to. I'll just keep asking. I don't have set questions. We'll see what happens, what comes through, and we'll go ahead with that. But to begin with, we will start with your energies to see if this is making sense to you. So let's see, what are my viewers' energies currently? What do they feel? 10 of Pentacles, Ace of Swords, and Princess of Wands. Overall energy is Queen of Swords. See, 10 of Pentacles, I'm not sure if family is in any way influencing your life at this point or the situation, but you're craving stability, belonging, long-term security in general. You know, you have this family, big picture in the mind. Recently, you've had a sharp realization or breakthrough with this Ace of Swords where you maybe see things more clearly. At the same time, you're curious and open to what lies ahead. There's a sense of exploring possibility, testing waters, wanting to follow your spark of passion. It's a mix of seriousness and curiosity with 10 of Pentacles and Page of Wands. Deep down, you're approaching all this with great logic. You have, again, a rational and protective mindset with this Queen of Swords. You want truth over illusions, no more games kind of an energy is what you are standing in. Let's see what are your person's overall energies. Okay. What are my viewers' persons' overall energies? How are they doing? So you can be in contact, you can be in no contact, whatever the situation is. 9 of Pentacles, Emperor, 6 of Cups. Overall energy is 9 of Swords. Now, so far, if your energy resonates, do hit that subscribe button. Your person's energy, see, 9 of Pentacles is, on the surface, they're presenting themselves as independent, self-sufficient, focus on their own stability. They may be throwing themselves into work, career, personal achievements. This person is like, I'm okay on my own, I don't care, I don't need anyone, kind of a thing. Emperor is where they are in control mode right now. They are trying to appear strong, disciplined, unshaken. I mean, if you look at this guy, the way he's sitting, like, you can't get past me. So they don't want to be seen as weak or vulnerable, managing their emotions quite tightly. 6 of Cups, despite that exterior strong energy that they're kind of presenting to people, 6 of Cups is nostalgia is very strong. They're thinking of the past with you, replaying memories, feeling a pull towards those happier times. You sitting and looking at what was, what it could be, and all those things. Deep down, they're not calm. You see this woman, how she's running like somebody's chasing her. Those are their thoughts. This is the anxiety, the sleepless nights, the guilt which is chasing them, weighing heavily on them of whatever they have done here. What they show is strength, independence, versus what they feel is stress and longing. They are two very different stories here. Let's see what could be their next steps in this connection. Let's see. What could be their next steps in this connection towards my viewers? Chaser, Runner, Space, overall energy, Ego. So just like Emperor has a very big ego. We have ego showing up again. So their next steps, at some point they may come forward and try to close this gap with you. There's fear of losing this connection completely. So their instinct will be to pull you back in. But the flip side is they're not ready to face their emotions fully. They're not willing to take accountability of whatever has happened. So even if they come close, they may retreat again, the minute things feel real to them, like, now this is getting serious, now what do I do? So let me just run away, kind of a thing. So this creates that classic push and pull dynamics. Now, Space is, for now, distance is part of their process. They may keep physical or emotional distance to regain control, calm over their own anxieties and to avoid any kind of pressure. So this doesn't mean detachment forever, but more of a pause. Ego is where their ego plays a big role. Their pride comes in between here. So the next steps look pretty contradictory, where they try to come in when they feel they're losing you, and then they pull back because they feel now this is getting serious, kind of a thing, where classic your person. Let's see, will they grow up? will they grow up, or will they keep doing this wishy-washy behavior constantly? Dishonesty, absence, hope, overall energy is time. Well, you can be hopeful that someday they will get out of this wishy-washy energy zone. See, dishonesty is where they still have tendency to either be dishonest if that is what they have done, or hide their true feelings, avoid full transparency. This is, their immaturity is not being upfront here. They may continue to create distance or going silent when, they feel overwhelmed by something here. Pulling away is their current coping mechanism. Hope is there is potential for change. Deep down, they don't want to lose this connection, honestly. They're capable of seeing a better version of themselves, and even the story, but then they're not there yet. Time is where this isn't something that shifts overnight. It'll take some patience, it'll take some time here. So they can outgrow this running, chasing cycle that we saw, but right now they're still learning some lessons. They're not fully grown up yet. Dishonesty and absence show that they keep kind of slipping into those old patterns constantly. Let's see, do they realize that they hurt you by doing this nonsense that they do? Okay. Does my viewer's person realize that they cause so much hurt to my viewers by this behavior? Daydream, twin flame signs, and intensity. Overall energy is weight. See, daydream is where they often try to escape into fantasy instead of facing the reality of the situation. So they're not fully grounded in the reality. They just, kind of try to run away from the real impact of their own actions here. Twin flame signs is, on some level, they do feel the deep connection. They know it's not ordinary, okay, but because of that also, that intensity possibly becomes too much for them, and then they try to run away from this whole thing. There is awareness of how much it hurts you, but at the same time they're like, awareness is very initial stages. This is like early years of school, okay, like prep or something they are in. So to graduate, it's like a long way to go for them. So they do sense their behavior impacts you, but I don't see them being grown up enough to face it, to address it. Rather, they just keep avoiding or just fantasizing their own things, maybe justifying their actions, behavior, whatever it is. So let's see, will they grow up anytime soon? Will my viewer's person grow up and understand the damage they have caused to my viewers? Girl talk, I like you, the chaser, overall energy, abundance. It looks a little difficult to me that they're going to realize it very soon, or they're going to grow up rather very soon. This is where, girl talk is like, just gossiping. There's this chatter that's happening in their mind. I like you is that fun kind of an energy where this is, again, it's not a serious energy here. This person could be someone who deals with abandonment issues, which could also lead to them avoiding addressing any issues here. So I don't really see them, kind of looks difficult in the near future here. let's see what healing or shadow work does your person need before they can truly show up for your connection. What healing or shadow work does my viewer's person needs before they can truly show up for this connection? Dating, desire, opposites attract, overall energy, cold shoulder. They need to be, you need to abandon them possibly. You need to just show them they don't matter. See, they need to heal this, their approach in the relationships, moving from surface level to something more meaningful. Maybe they are more stuck with the fun part of the relationship. Dating is when, there is attraction, you're going out and everything. But shadow work here means reflecting on why they treat connections like temporary thrills instead of long-term bonds. That is something that they need to work on. Desire is their passion and attraction run high, but it can dominate their choices. They need to balance desire with responsibility, learning to respect emotional depth instead of only chasing the physical or impulsive wants that they may have. Opposites attract. They may romanticize the differences, that are between you and them. It may excite them, but struggle with the harmony when the real work is required here. Cold shoulder, their biggest shadow is emotional avoidance. When things get hard, they withdraw, they run away, they don't take responsibility. They may show that they are somebody who's very responsible, who takes care of everything, but no. So healing requires them to face discomfort, open up vulnerably. This person needs to heal how they approach relationships, from chasing thrill to learning accountability and emotional intimacy. The shadows are avoidance and immaturity in love, running away from difficult situations. That is something that they need to learn. Let's see, what do they want to tell you currently? What does my viewer's person want to tell them currently? I wish I could share my good news with you. Possibly they have had something good in their life and they want to sort of share with you and they feel they can't. I wish things could be different. So they definitely want to include you in their life. They want things to be happening in a different way. What is holding them back? Let's see. Okay. What is holding them back from reaching out to my viewers? Shock. Grounding, did you give them a shock? Very good. They deserve it. Old school. And sunglasses. Overall energy is heartbroken. So this person is still dealing with some sort of pain, some heartache, which maybe you gave them. Very good if you did, because they deserve it for being conflicted all the time. This person has a very traditional or rigid way of thinking when it comes to relationships and communication. This could mean pride, ego, or waiting for you to make the move instead of, them trying to do anything about it. They're hiding behind a mask here, not showing their true emotions. They're holding back from reaching out because they're stuck in old patterns, hiding their feelings. They are possibly trying to maintain control. They don't want to be thrown off balance, and they are still grieving possibly. What are they grieving? What is my viewer's person grieving currently? Separation, good for you. Healing heart and the runner. Overall energy, soulmate. So they're not able to get past this connection. They do see this as something that is that's very close to their heart. They're affected by this distance between the two of you. Even if they don't show, the physical or emotional gap is something they're mourning here. Healing heart, they're grieving the pain they've caused and also struggling to heal their own wounds, because they know they have caused some damage. Even if they're not willing to address it, they internally see, we all know when we hurt someone else. So yeah, they know their tendency to run away has created this very separation that they feel now. They know they have not taken the responsibility of things that they have done. So it's, the regret is tied to their own behavior here. But at the core of all this grief is the recognition that you're just not another person in their life. You are like the soul connection they feel a very strong pull towards. So they're grieving the separation in the sense that they're feeling you're doing fine without them. And if you are, I'm so happy about that. You should be. All right. Let's see. What do they truly think inside sometimes, which they don't tell you? The dark confessions. I love this deck as well. What are the dark confessions? What is it that this person feels? I have karmic debts that need to be paid before I can come back to you. I tried to run from this connection, but my soul craves you. I don't feel guilty for how I treated you. My ego is too big to care. Okay. I know that you may not feel for me as I feel for you. So clearly this person still feels whatever they feel for you. So they know there are lessons they haven't learned here yet. Other relationship situations, there's some cycles they must face. There's awareness this timing is not right in their mind. It's not aligned, but their soul has unfinished business here with you. Even though they pushed you away, you are not getting pushed out of their heart and mind. And on the surface, they're rationalizing their actions here, of course, by saying, I don't feel guilty. Their ego, like we saw Emperor, we saw ego literally popping out. So they're kind of refusing to own the pain that they have caused to you. It's like a defense mechanism at this point. It's like, if they don't feel guilty, they don't have to change anything, right? So that's what this is. Pride is the biggest block here, is what I feel. So it's a battle between their soul and their ego to some extent. They see that their soul grieves the separation. They recognizes the karmic lessons here, but the ego refuses to admit the fault. Or show the guilt. So there's this duality here. Let's see what are they currently feeling about this connection? What is my viewer's person currently feeling about this connection? Forgiving and learning. You deserve love. Codependency. Overall energy is trust. So they have caused the damage, they've hurt you, and they feel there is baggage that maybe both of you are carrying, and there's a need to forgive each other. They're reflecting on past mistakes. There's awareness that healing this connection requires growth and accountability, which their ego is not letting them take. You deserve love is that they recognize your worth. They recognize that you deserve more than the confusion they have been bringing to the table for you. This may trigger both admiration and guilt towards you. Codependency, they are aware of the unhealthy attachment that they have here. The patterns, they feel pulled towards you in a way that feels addictive almost, and making it hard to break the cycles of this running and chasing that came earlier. Deep down, they want to build trust, okay, or they're asking for it somehow, even if they haven't earned it fully. Their feelings carry both fear, will you trust me again, and hope, can we restore this bond? So they're caught in a mix of reflection and attachment. They know forgiveness and learning are needed. They see you deserve love, but codependency here shows they're still clinging on to the unhealthy patterns. All right, let's see, will they reach out to you, and by when? 9 of Cups, Tower, Six of Cups, they will definitely reach out. See, Nine of Cups is there is this desire to reconnect with you. This shows emotional longing. This shows they see you as somebody who fulfills their needs, their desires. The Tower is contact can come after a sudden realization or a sudden shake up, very unexpected thing that happens in their life. This could be a crisis, an emotional outburst that happens out of nowhere. Six of Cups, they feel very nostalgic about you, so they're drawn back to the memories that they have created with you. This is a reconciliation energy. So there is a pull back towards that same innocent comfort they had with you. And King of Swords is the overall energy. This is where they are going to be a little logical, detached. This is not that typical I missed you endlessly kind of an energy, but more like let's talk. So there is a possibility of reaching out within the coming 6 to 9 weeks is what I get here. See, they are going to reach out. It is going to be a sudden thing. They are torn between their ego and soul is what we saw throughout here. Their shadows are clearly avoidance and dishonesty, abandonment, fears and immaturity. They're not fully grown yet, but that they have the capacity of growing up. See, while they're learning their lessons, you don't need to press pause button in your life. You deserve love, honesty and stability right now. You don't need to be waiting for somebody to rise up. If they rise up and meet you, wonderful. If not, just keep going on and let the right energy come towards you. Keep choosing yourself, keep shining, and that's what that matters. I hope this gave you some clarity. Thank you for watching.